Okay, this video is going to be a little bit embarrassing, but I blame this World Cup and its insane results. Yes, today on World Cup Daily, we'll be looking at our predictions for the round of 16, and I say our predictions and not my predictions because we will find out if Steven was able to get more correct than I was. I'm genuinely worried that he was, considering how tough it was to call these. Let's start from the beginning with France versus Argentina. Tell him. Messi is going to be revitalized for this one, but I don't think it will be enough. France through 2-1. Alright, well, I didn't get the score right. I definitely got the result right. Messi was also pretty damn good in that match, grabbing a couple of assists on the day. But when you play without a striker for 70-ish minutes, it's always going to be tough. Most importantly, though, who did Steven choose? Hang on, change of heart? I think we're going to call that Argentina. Yep. 1-0 to me. I am so much smarter than that guy. Alright, moving on. Let's see how we did with the Portugal versus Uruguay match. Uruguay is the heavy favorite, and I think that makes sense, but I can't bet against my country on principle, so I'm going to say Portugal 1-0 over Uruguay after extra time. It's not going to be the most exciting match, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I got the result wrong, so no points for me there, but it definitely wasn't that exciting of a match. Bogged down in the midfield, Portugal just passing the ball around the Uruguay box for passing sake without having an idea of how to break down their defense, so credit to the Uruguayan defense, that's for sure. It hurt a bit on the day, but I actually got over that loss much more quickly than usual. I guess that's because Portugal has an extremely talented generation coming through. But anyways, we're not here to talk about Portugal's future generation. Who did Steven pick? Let's see who he goes for this time. He likes that left-hand side and he goes for Portugal as well. My man. Ooh, I appreciate the loyalty, Steven, but unfortunately, you are now at 0 for 2, while I'm at 1 for 2. Let's see how we fared with the following day's fixtures, starting with Spain versus Russia. Well, Spain needed a last-minute equalizer against Morocco to salvage their unbeaten record. I think that their quality will come through against Russia for a 3-0 win. Knowing this tournament, however, anything can happen, really. Would I be surprised if Russia get it done? Nah. Ugh. That hurts, man. I could feel it deep down. I could feel it in my gut. And yet, I didn't go for it. Why? I don't know, but I don't trust any of the big teams in this tournament anymore, except for Brazil, I guess, because they are yet to concede more than one goal. And they're also the only big team left, kind of. I guess Belgium is too, but whatever. Anyways, kind of glad I was wrong about that one. Not gonna lie. And how did Steven do? Spain, Russia, Spain. As always, goes to the left. Wow. Wow. Okay, Steven. Okay. You're now sitting at 1 for 3, but credit to you for having the bravery to choose Russia. That's something that I lacked. It's tied up now, as I'm also at 1 for 3. Damn. But it's a chance at redemption now as we go to Croatia versus Denmark, the second match from last Saturday. What was I saying? I think that Croatia will come out on top 3-1. They have a pretty nice route to the final as well, by the way, so watch out for them this tournament in general. Well, it definitely wasn't the 3-1 comfortable win that I thought it would be, as the Danes showed once again they are a stubborn team like their Nordic rivals Sweden, and they don't give much away to their opposition. I mean, it should have been 2-1 in extra time, but Rebic got taken out, and Schmeichel was on one in this match, penalty saving wise. Regardless, the Croatians made it through in the end via the shootout, and that's 2 for 4 for old Adrian. Will Steven improve his percentage or flounder? Is he going for this time? Back to the left? Back to the left, back to Croatia. So this cat definitely has some sort of instinct. What is his rhyme? What is his reason? I don't know. Hey, he did it. There was some discussion in the comments that Steven didn't like the scratched up silver bowl and only went for the clean one. But this proves that he was simply going off of his instincts as he went for the silver bowl and chose correctly. That's better, kid. Proud of ya. I'm at 2 for 4 and Steve's at 2 for 4. Halfway there. How did we do with the Brazil versus Mexico matchup? This Brazilian team is far too good, is coming into their own at the right time, and that only spells trouble for Mexico. Plus, their collapse versus Sweden really exposed some weaknesses in Mexico's back line. 3-1 Brazil. It wasn't quite a 3-1, but at 2-0 it was a comfortable result for the Brazilians in a match which Alisson didn't really have to make any tough saves. Mexico only hurt themselves though, as they constantly neglected their flanks when their wide men were wide open, instead selfishly firing from distance or missing or having their shots blocked. Commiserations to the Mexican fans, as that loss makes it, I believe, 1 million tournaments in a row now that they have been bounced at the round of 16. I mean, I guess you can take solace in the fact that you make it out of the group each time, right? No? Okay, well, Steve, who did you choose? Release. Does he go left again? He goes left every damn time. You see that? He glanced at the Mexican bull, licked his lips, and then went straight into the Brazilians. No doubt in his mind. Okay, so I'm sitting at 3 for 5. Well, Steven is at 3 for 5. Way to keep up, brother. Now, Japan versus Belgium, and oh man, did this match ever have me shaking, because if I remember correctly, I picked Roberto Martinez to be the victor in the matchup that was Martinez versus his own bad tactics. Oh, sorry. That's not it, actually. Past Adrian, take it away. In the 22 games he's been in charge, he's only lost once. And he won't lose to Japan. Belgium to take it 4-1. Okay, in reality, it was looking like Japan were going to make this World Cup even more insane with a massive upset over the Belgians. And for me, once and for all, the Belgian team would be a group of individuals and not a team, and I would never ever trust them again henceforth. However, Japan got a little naive in trying to win the match right at the death, pushed their entire nation forward, and a devastating, beautifully executed Belgian counterattack later, and they lost it all with the final kick of the game. So, Steven, did you see this coming, or did you support Nippon? Does he go Japan? Does he go Belgium? Which one? He sticks with Belgium. Wow, a bold move. He changed it up, so you can tell that he is not just going left every time. He actually has some sort of instincts. Now, very interesting. Haters out there were saying that this was all rigged and that he only went to eat from his left, which he did for the most part, to be honest. But this time, he sensed that Belgium was on the right, and he chose wisely. Preference of bulls, myth debunked. Blindly chooses the left. Well, maybe on this occasion, I mean, he chose wisely on this occasion, but I don't know. He's a genius. But despite being a genius, he's still sitting at the same number as me, 4-4-6. All right, the final two, starting with Sweden versus Switzerland. 1-1, with Switzerland getting the 2-1 win after extra time. Whew! Shit. Well, hey, I wouldn't call it a surprise really, as Sweden have shown all year long, not just tournament long, but all year long, that they are not to be trifled with. Let that be a warning to you, England. In qualifying, they finished ahead of the Netherlands, then defeated Italy over 2 legs in the playoffs, and then topped their World Cup group, and won the round of 16 match. They are a solid team, and I'm so curious to see if they can make the semi-finals. Also, very curious to see who Steven went for on this occasion. Who will he choose? Will he go back to the left? Will he go back to the right? Who's it going to be? Switzerland, Sweden, to the left, and it's Sweden. According to the cat, it's Sweden, not Switzerland. Looks like I'm giving up my channel to Steven. Attaboy. I'm not even mad, I'm just proud. Well done, Steve. He improves his percentage and takes the lead. 5 for 7 for Steven, while I'm at 4 for 7. This is embarrassing. Outsmarted by a house cat. Here comes the final opportunity for me to tie it up, but it depends on what Steven chose in Colombia versus England, so let's start with Steven. Will he take the win right now? No, back to the left, or maybe the right. He takes a look. It's Colombia. It's Colombia for him. Ooh. Unlucky Steven. Unlucky as he chooses poorly on the last one, meaning his final score sits at 5 for 8. Not bad considering this round of 16 was so difficult to call. Now, it all comes down to this. Adrian, do you tie it up or do you lose? If this was the Colombia team from 2014, I would be more fearful for England. However, it isn't quite that. And I think it will be a really close match. 2-2 with England taking it in a shootout. For once! There's my bold prediction of this round. England is going to win a shootout. I'm sorry, what was that? Can we hear that last bit again, please? There's my bold prediction of this round. England is going to win a shootout. That's right, I made the call and history was made. England win their first ever penalty shootout and Adrian ties it up with his cat at 5 out of 8 apiece. Good game, dude. Good game. You called it just as well as I did. And I think that you're deserving of a second chance in the quarterfinals. Honestly though, I think I deserve an extra point for calling that England would win their first ever penalty shootout in a World Cup against Colombia. But hey, that's just me being greedy. But again, maybe old Adrian isn't that bad of a predictor, huh? 13 out of 16 and 4 perfect groups at the group stage. 5 5 out of 8 and call the historic penalty shootout victory for England? Tried to give myself an extra point for calling the shootout, but I can't do it. 5 out of 8 it is. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, then drop a like for me. Also, don't forget to tell me how you did with your predictions, as I'm sure there's some prediction gods out there. But if you did poorly, don't worry. It's the team's fault, not yours. I'll be getting my quarterfinals predictions out to you guys tomorrow, so stay on the lookout for that, and enjoy your evening. Peace.